This is the 2021 Regal 29 OBX. And let's start here in the aft with these twin Yamaha 200s. These are low-hour motors and have warranty remaining. And this owner just had them serviced with certified Yamaha. So someone's starting off with a nice, fresh, clean slate. And then if we come over to the port side, you're going to see your swim ladder. You're going to see your shower to shower off the boat. And right now, I just flipped these backrests to face aft. But this is a good time to mention that Regal does so many things with the configuration of the aft seating, the cockpit seating. There's a lot of different ways you can set up this boat depending on what you're doing, whether you're cruising for lunch or you're going, sandbar hopping. It's just, Regal does a fantastic job of all these configurations. This gives you the standard facing forward position. And as you'll see, just look at the size of this cockpit. And what Regal does is, say you were hanging out the sandbar and you wanted to lounge on the aft. What you can do is you can just go down here, push this button, and this whole aft seat moves forward. And you can see now you have made your swim platform just much easier to move around, give everybody a lot more room at the sandbar. Plus your seats are in the aft lounge position. Just really great thinking by Regal. And before we leave the swim platform, let me just go ahead and show you some of the storage. Regal does a great job putting just huge storage back here with a drain, great wet storage. And then under these seats, you'll see the owner's got all his fenders in one. And then if we come over here, he's got his aft anchor in the other. But just great storage, great access back here. And now we're in the cockpit. It would be a good time to talk about some of the configurations Regal gives you. We have it set up for standard right now. You can see they're forward facing in the aft. And if I go ahead and I step back, you'll see it's forward facing for the captain and first mate seat. But all I need to do is just pull on the first mate seat, pull on the captain's seat, and you see now that it becomes just a huge seating area, able to fit a ton of people in the cockpit. And if you want to make the cockpit a little larger, I can just come back here, push the button, and you'll see the cockpit has extended 2, maybe 3 feet and has just become that much larger. I mean, Regal has done a fantastic job. Now, as the cockpit got larger, of course, that means that the swim platform got a little bit smaller. So it just depends on what kind of boating you're doing that day. And Regal really leaves all the options up to you. And then you're ready to take off. You just pull these back and you're facing forward again. And you've got your seats with bolsters. Just very, very flexible seating and really can meet everybody's wants and needs. Just a ton of drink holders, speakers on each side. And then if I go ahead and I just hit the hatch button here, and open up the other seats, and let's start here under these aft seats, and you'll see just an incredible amount of storage. You could bring one of those big flat floats. You could bring one of the huge towables. You could put your suitcases in there to go to the keys. I mean, just a ton of storage. And you'll see both these seats come up on gas-assisted hinges, and on this side you're going to see, I believe that's the stand for the table, and then you're going to see a large igloo cooler, and that storage goes all the way up under the seat, just massive storage. And then moving over to the starboard side, you'll see you've got your battery switches, your Coast Guard equipment. You'll see he's got the instruction manuals right there, and then also life preservers. And that brings us up to the first mate seating, and just very comfortable seating. We just push up, we've got a bolster. Then you've got drink holders, storage, your Fusion stereo. And if we open up in front of the first mate, you're going to see a large marine head. And Regal does a really nice job of this. This is a pump out head, and you'll see I really like the finish of this marine head. It's really first class. And that brings us over to the captain's chair, and of course bolster flips forward and aft as well. And that brings us up to our actual helm. And let's start here at the top. You're going to see your twin Garmin display, latest and greatest from Garmin. And also on this screen I have, it shows you the boat status. And then if we come over adjacent to that, you're going to see your bow thruster, you're going to see your trim tabs. And if I come down here, you're going to see all your switches, your VHF, and then you have your throttles, and then you've got your electric seat controls, and then you've got your Optimus system that talks about the health of your boat. Now's a good time to talk about a couple things. You're going to see the ability to hook that table up that we saw in a couple different locations. You'll see one in the bow there, one here in the cockpit, and one here in the cockpit. And good time to mention the sea decking all the way from the stern through the bow. And that will give us a chance to look up at the arch with the large bimini. And we'll just come back over here. And then if I go ahead and I just hit this button marked arch, and I push down, your arch comes down as far as you want with the ability to still drive the boat, which I love. And then here in the console, if I just go ahead and I move this up, you've got your windscreen, but you also have your garbage and drawer storage. And that brings us up to our bow, and you can see we're set up with our lounges, but we can just go ahead and remove those armrests if we want. And on the port side, you'll see just giant storage. And then here on the starboard, you'll see probably about half that size. And you'll see he's got the covers in there. You'll see you've got your bow cover and your cockpit cover. He's even got the bimini cover that's going with the boat. And then if we're in the bow and we don't feel like lounging, just remove one cushion and you just have a standard seat. And then put the cushion back and we're back to lounging. And then in front here, I can just lift up. And once again, giant storage. Got a cover in there. And then if we move all the way forward, lift up here, and it gives you a good look at your windlass. And now's the time of the video where I give a condition report and I name opportunities for the new owner to improve this boat. This one is pretty self-evident. This Regal is just, I mean, it's a low hour, kept in high and dry, covered Regal 29 OBX in very, very nice condition. It was just serviced by certified Yamaha, so someone's got a fresh start with the boat. It's got the twin Garmin displays, the bow thruster. It's outfitted just the way people would like with these bow riders. I mean, and Regal just does a fantastic job with all the seating options and to give you flexibility, whether you're cruising down to the Keys with a boat full of people or you're just going island hopping or going to the restaurants. They really, really give you a lot of options that I think will make your crew more comfortable. It's got a great upscale marine head, great sound system. It just seems this is the type of boat a lot of people are looking for. In terms of opportunities for the new owner to improve this boat, it really, really shows well. This owner didn't even have it detailed. It has just been washed before I did this video, but I'm sure a detail will make it look even better, but it doesn't look like it really needs one right now. The only opportunity I saw is a little piece of molding came off right here on this electric hatch. He has the molding, and he's going to try to find someone to reattach the molding. It's just a little strip. But other than that, I mean, as you can see, it's just a beautiful boat and optioned out the way people would like, especially with the bow thruster and all the seating. Just seems like a fantastic boat that you can just call all your friends and family and get out on the water and start enjoying the summer.